There. Just had to get my hair just right. Hi, I'm Father Joe Krupp, pastor at Holy Family in Grand Blanc in St. Mark and Goodrich, and I am here to answer your all new questions. Look at all of this. There's a ton of them. Oops, I almost saw one. Didn't look. It's very dark in here because we had to close the blinds because they were reflecting off of my beautiful head. Right? And just remember, if you want to make fun of me for not having hair, God does not put marble tops on cheap furniture. Okay, so we're going to dive right in? Yep. All right. So these are new. Haven't seen any of these. We'll start with this one. All right. Dear Father, I became Catholic almost 2 years ago, and I'm very happy with my decision. Woohoo! However, my parents continue to struggle with the decision I've made and may feel a bit betrayed. Do you have suggestions for me to help them understand my decision and our faith? Oh, bless you. Okay. I don't know if their disagreement is theological or moral, or maybe they're not religious, or they're religious and the kind that don't like Catholics. Whatever it is, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how hard that is. And thank you for saying yes to our Lord. I mean it. G.K. Chesterton one time was asked how he could be Catholic with all the scandals in the church. And he said, I'm Catholic because it's true. And I hold to that a lot. So any suggestions to help them understand the decision? Well, I think my assumption is that your decision was based on an encounter with God that was occurred in the church or fulfilled by the church, and I would share that. And I hate to say this, but you want to disabuse yourself of the idea that you can explain it in a way that they'll necessarily understand. This might be something that just takes time. Sometimes I get into this mode where I think if I just say the right words, people will get it. That's not always true. So beyond sharing your why from an experiential position, less than a theological one, I don't really have much for you except to be faithful and to be gentle and to be respectful and firm in your conviction. And pray that God will do the converting, not you or me. So I wish I had more for you, but again, just let go of this idea that if you just explain it, if there's a way I can explain it where they'll get it. Not necessarily. Sometimes it's just going to take time and them seeing how it's made you a better person. So let's all make sure and pray for this wonderful person and pray for their mom and dad. Okay. All right. We'll go on to the next one. How old were you when you entered seminary? 20. Yes. I can do this. 22 or 23? 23. I was 23. I was 18 plus 5. I finished college the year before, and I had about a 9-month period between. Crazy stuff. So they were desperate, and they took me in. Let's go to the next one. All right. I've seen it said, no, you've heard it said, that sprinkling holy water on a grave provides relief if that person is in purgatory. I'm thinking it's an old wives' tale. Can you provide me some insight? I think you're right. Purgatory is for their soul, and their soul is not in the ground. So my assumption is that's unintentional superstition. That I assume it's unintentional. The best thing we can do for those who are dead is pray for them and pray that God get them home as quick as possible. And in terms of sprinkling water on their grave, I've not heard that, and that doesn't sound right to me. It does sound like, frankly, superstition. So, that's my thinking. And I'm always right. Except for that one time, it was really crazy. I thought I was wrong, but I was right. So, okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Was that enough? Did I do enough? Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got more questions. We'll keep going. And please like these and share them. And if you have any questions, you can go to any of the Church of the Holy Family social media accounts and make sure and ask those questions. And I will give you an answer that either is true or that I make up on the spot, but say with a great amount of conviction. Thank you very much. Have a great day.